Okay? So it's not just talking about one man, all right? Let me read that again. And I hated Esau and laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness, man. All right? So it's talking about the whole nation of Esau, man. It's not just talking about one person, man. All right? Because what? It goes into what? The heritage, man. It goes into his heritage, which is his descendants.
Hi.
All right?
You like something
So that's what's going on. Oh, it's okay.
It's okay?
You know, it's going into his heritage. All right? It's going into the people who descend from that line. All right? Let me continue here. Whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished, but we will return and build desolate places. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness, man. All right. So in this time, the Edomites built up their kingdom back up after they came from the caves, man. All right, because they were pushed into the caves in the time of the Holy Roman Empire, man. When we were ruling, man. So-called black people were ruling Europe, man, for 1,000 years. You go into the gladiators, right? Those are so-called black people as well. All right. The knights, that's so-called black culture, man. Right? Shakespeare and Mozart, those are so-called black people, man. All right? But the so-called white man won't teach you that. Okay? But it says what? Even though he laid his heritage in waste, all right? He had them in the caves acting like animals. Okay? They came back and they rebuilt. But what did the Most High say? He said what? They shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness, man. All right. So all this that you see here, the buildings that these Edomites are building, all right, these cities, all right, that these Edomites built, all right, that's all going to be thrown down, and they're going to call them, they're going to look at them as the border of wickedness. In other words, they're going to be known as the devil that the Bible speaks of, man. All right. That's what these Edomites are going to be looked at. All right. Because it said that he will throw down, man. All this building that they're doing, the Most High is gonna throw it down, man. All right. And this is what these people have to realize, man. That their kingdom ain't gonna be lasting for too long, man. Their kingdom is about to go down right now, man. As you can see, the World War III is building up. All right. And as that's happening, Yahweh Shai is gonna come back and deliver his elect. All right. So this is what we're waiting for. This is what the saints are waiting for, man. We're waiting for the so-called white man to be judged, man. All right, and for our nation to be established, man. All right. This is and they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord hath indignation forever, man. All right, and indignation means righteous anger, man. All right, so the Most High is going to have righteous anger against the Edomites forever, man. All right, the Most High is not going to have mercy on Edom, man. All right, so I don't know where these grape juice drinkers are getting that idea that Edom is going to actually be okay in the kingdom, man. Esau, the so-called white man, right? These so-called white people, these Edomites, are not going to be okay in the kingdom, man. They're going to be in a very bad state, man. They're going to be just like the parable of the rich man and Lazarus is talking about Israel and these Edomites, man. All right. The rich man wasn't in a good place, man. He wasn't okay. All right. When he asked the Most High to tell Abraham to basically dip some water, dip his finger in some water and put it on his tongue, man. He was catching nothing but hell, man. Right? Basically, he was saying to give him a little break, man. Right? But the Most High is not even going to give you a little break, man. All right? Because guess what? The anger the anger of the Most High is going to be upon us, man. All right? And we're gonna execute that, especially in the kingdom. All right? That judgment, that giving you payback double, that's going to be in the kingdom. Okay? Because the Most High didn't say just pay back the Edomites. He said pay them back double. All right? For what they've done. All right? So they're going to go into captivity for 1,000 years. Then they're going to be exterminated. All right? And that captivity is not going to be an easy captivity. You ain't going to have no affirmative action in the kingdom, man. You're just gonna be straight through, man. You're gonna be done. All right. Let me continue with that. And your eyes shall see, and ye shall say, the Lord will be magnified from the border of Israel, man. All right, so we're gonna have the presence of the Heavenly Father with us, man. All right, that's what's gonna happen, man. We're gonna have the presence of the Heavenly Father with us, and He's gonna be with the fact that we're executing vengeance upon these Edomites, man. All right, for what they've done, man, because that's what's written. All right. They can't do all this wickedness and run around the earth doing all this wickedness and get away scot-free. That's not going to happen, man. All right? In their mind, they think that's what's going to happen. But the reality is that their judgment is coming, man. All right? And their judgment is going to be worse than any other nation's judgment. All right? Matter of fact, let me get Revelation 13, verse 9. This is Revelation 13, verse 9. If any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity, right? Did not the so-called white man lead us into captivity, man? All right? Cargo slave ships, right? He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. All right? So they're going to go into captivity. All right? That's their judgment. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saint. It didn't say that he might be killed with a sword. It didn't say that he should be killed with a sword. It said he must be killed with a sword, man. Alright? And that goes into what? That goes into Numbers, the 35th chapter, man. Because in Numbers it says, if someone spills blood on the land, it pollutes the land, man. Alright? And the blood cannot be cleansed except by the blood of him that shed it. So that's what's going to happen to these Edomites. That goes for nations too. Alright? Doesn't necessarily have to go for one person. It can go for a whole nation. Alright? And in this case, it goes for the nation of Edom. Alright? So-called white people, man. Alright? Matter of fact, let me get that. Numbers 35, verse 33. So ye shall not pollute the land wherein ye are, for blood it defileth the land, and the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that is shed therein, but by the blood of him that shed it. All right. So the blood can't be cleansed. This blood that's on this, that's stained on in this earth. All right. Let's take Canada for instance, man. All right. This is a Native American burial ground, man. All right, they slaughtered and killed millions of Native Americans, man. All right, so their blood is what we're standing upon, man. All right. So guess what? What does the scripture say? That those same people, that same nation, race, if you must, right, must be, their blood must be shed in order to clean that blood. All right. This is Numbers 35 and 33. So ye shall not pollute the land wherein ye are, for blood it defileth the land. All right. And the land could not be cleansed of the blood that is shed therein, but by the blood of him that shed it. All right. So the Most High has to, the Most High is going to basically bring judgment on these Edomites to cleanse the lands, man. All right. Because what have they done in the lands where they went? They killed, they raped, they destroyed. All right. They had no mercy upon the people, man. All right. So that same judgment is going to come upon them, man. All right? Because as it said the blood cannot be cleansed except by the blood of him that shed it. All right? And that goes for nations. It doesn't just go for one particular person. Oh, those people are dead. No. Those people came back in the reincarnation. And they're walking amongst you, man. These so-called white people have been here before, man. These are the same people who had our people in captivity, which really was you. All right? So as these spirits are recycled, right? Until that day of judgment, all right, which is coming right now, man. All right, the Most High is getting ready to gather all those nations in the Middle East, all right, for the day of Armageddon, man. All right. And once that happens, that's going to be closer to our kingdom being established, man. All right? And when our kingdom is established, there's going to be nothing but righteousness on the planet Earth, man. There ain't going to be no homosexuality, none of that women ruling over men. That's going to go down the drain, man. All right? We're gonna have a righteous kingdom. All right? This kingdom is going to be a kingdom that's everlasting, man. All right? But before that kingdom comes, these Edomites have to go down, man. And they're going to go down in slavery, man. All right? Starting with the elites, man. We're going to take the elites first, right? So we know that these Edomites have to go down in order for righteousness to reign, man.